Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this next occasion, I would like to present my final project research. The title of my final project research is Construction Planner and Analysis Holder with Finite Element Method. Before I begin my final project before I begin present my final project proposal, let me introduce myself. My name is Rafdi Heidi from Design and Manufacture Engineering. Um, my NRP is 06 16 04 00 and 33. And also you can contact me on my email at abirafdihaidi@student.ppns.ac.id. I think that's enough for the introduction. Now I will explain the content. At first is introduction, just like I did already. The second is my final project preliminary. The third, which contains the basic theory that I will use to complete my final project. And the last will be research method, which contain the method or step I will take to get this final project done. Now I will explain you the background of my research. Lift aircraft is one of the tools to generate profit or benefit, both financially and in terms of time and its work and human activities. In the fabrication process, there is an activity of lifting goods from one place to another. That matter is one of the activities that can affect the time and cost of the process production. Today's industrial world has experienced quite a lot of developments rapidly in line with increasing human needs. Industry is being should increase production output and facilitate the distribution of the product while small in size and with a large capacity. With this encouragement, one of the companies that produce coil plate requires a lifting aid. Overhead crane is a lifting aid moving goods located in the room. To simplify the process lifting, the process lifting the coil or plate coil of the company using overhead crane with hook, manifold J-hook. However, the J-hook on the company does not have a stand or storage place after use. Because no space for the J-hook holder uh, while not in use, resulting in damage to the J-hook, which will be detrimental to company if J-hook is easily damaged. Therefore, it is necessary to hold a J-hook holder role to support the work in the workshop so that it is more efficient in processing, special planning, and also for J-hook maintenance. Based on the background explanation before, the problems shown in this final project are as follows. The first is how are the results of the structural analysis produced by the Chihu holder. Second, how to choose the right material to make Chihu holder. How to design Chihu holder that has good ergonomic level. Um, to get result that are directed focus on goals and the problem does not extend out of the main discussion so that it can be right on target. The problem is limited to first In analyzing the strength of the load, it is assumed as a static load. Second, it is ISO drawing standard. Third, the author doesn't discuss and analyze welding process. Chapter 2, Finite Element Method. For analyzing the structure strength, I will use finite element analysis based on finite element method theory. For analyzing the structure strength, I will use finite element uh, FEM divides an object to be analyzed into several parts with a finite number. This part are called elements, which where each element is connected to another by a node. Then a mathematical equation is built which represents the object. The process of dividing objects into a section is called meshing. The use of software program, the use of a software program code with FEM algorithm. The smaller the number input when beginning mesh creation, the more accurate the result will be. But the longer it takes to complete the meshing process. This figure shown the example of finite element method software. Research method. The research stage for this final project is based on a research flow chart according to the method used to get maximum result as shown below. First thing to do is make observation of the problem as occur, and the second step is starting the workshop observation and identification of problem. The third step is data collection. The data obtained includes the layout of the dimension of Chehook, the weight of Chehook, and layout workshop. The first step is modeling. In this part, the process of creating two-dimension and three-dimension drawing of will occur, and modeling Chehook holder structure using software. Step 5 is calculation of stress and deflection. Entering the data that has been obtained and see the load force result calculation in FEM software for simulation and analysis process. Step 6 is simulation. Structural analysis is given loading according to the data so that it can be conclude that the level of security of the structure when receiving loading using its software. Step 7, the comparison of the result of manual calculation with the result of the plane structural analysis is appropriate. If the allowable stress is greater than the FEM stress, process to the following step. But if it's not, it will return to the calculation of stress and deflection. Step 8 is RIB, or is it is a calculation of the budget plan to make a Jehu holder. Step 9 is analysis data. Analyze the final result that have been obtained from manual calculation and result analysis using FEM based software. And the last is conclusion. As you can see, On this slide is some reference that I study. There is Chehuk Wake, and this is existing design of Chehuk 15 ton. The next page is timetable. The following is the schedule of planning implementation, the implementation of research that will be carried out in making this tool. This schedule is needed to find out what activities will be carried out, so they so that they can be carried optimally. This is some of literature reference that I study. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.